How's it going, YouTube? It's RJ here, and this is going to be a video explaining how to use the Destiny Knot correctly and how exactly the Destiny Knot works. Now, I am doing a 3-part, 4-part type video for breeding and how to breed competitively, and there's going to be one main video, and that's going to explain how to breed competitively specifically. However, there were a few things in that video where I already have the thing scripted out. It's just I couldn't show and explain things in depth without making the video extremely long. So I want to try to cut it down and give you guys what the other things we're supposed to explain in depth on their own separate videos. And this one's going to be the Destiny Knot itself. Now, the Destiny Knot is an item that you can get by two different ways. The first way you can do it is get it by the Royal Avenue and get it in Battle Royales. However, you need competitive Pokemon to do that, but the thing is you need the Destiny Knot to get competitive Pokemon, so it's very difficult unless you want to do 48 battles of just losing, which most people don't want to do. Or you can do it by pickup. Now, pickup, I would prefer if you did it by a level 30 Pokemon or higher with the ability pickup, and after every battle you do, you have a 10% chance of picking up an item. So you have a small chance to get the Destiny Knot, so it will take quite some time. I'm not going to lie, it's a tedious process, but you can eventually get it. And once you get one, you don't need any more than that. And the Destiny Knot also can be held, and for example, if you become infatuated, the opposing Pokemon who caused the infatuation gets infatuated just the same. So that's the competitive side of it. However, what it's primarily used for is for breeding and passing down stats and IVs. Now, the way this works is that it gets 5 random IVs from a Pokemon. So, 5 random IVs from the parent. So, for example, we can go with a Ditto. And for the example, I'm going to use a Mimikyu because I really just like using Mimikyu because it's just a cool Pokemon. So, each one has certain IVs. IVs are individual values in which they are determined by when you catch them, it's a certain value, or when you breed them down, if you use the Destiny Knot, certain values can pass down. So IVs, they range from 0 to 31, this being the worst, this being the best. And every Pokemon, it depends on the things. For example, like Trick Room, you want to have 0 IVs in speed, but for the majority of all Pokemon, they usually want 31 IVs in their attacking stat, their defenses, and then normally always HP. But then you have some that need it in speed, some that don't need it in speed, some that want it in attack, others don't want it in attack. And it just depends on how you want to run your Pokemon, but the vast majority of Pokemon will want 31 IVs in the majority of their stats. It just depends on the Pokemon you're building. Now, the way that Dittos work are you can catch Dittos with 4 maxed out IVs, so 4 IVs with 31, and they can be in any random stat. So I can write down these stats for you right now. You have HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. So your Pokemon can have this. Now for your Ditto, I'm going to just draw these lines to kind of make things a little neater, and not the neatest, but it's going to help map out what it is, because what the Destiny Knot does is it passes down 5 random stats from either parent. So that's how the Destiny Knot works. But I'm going to just show what we have. For example, our Mimikyu is just a Mimikyu we caught in the game. It could have 8 for HP, 14 for attack, 26 for defense, 17 special attack, 3 speed, and then 3 special defense, and then it could have like 15, 16 speed. We don't know. It's all random. However, for the Dittos, if you watch the guide on how I showed how to do it, you're going to get 4 maxed out IVs. You'll have 31 and 3 random stats. And 4 random stats. So we could have it 31 in HP. You have a 15 attack, a 31 in defense, 31 in special attack, 31 in speed, and then we could have a 7 in special defense. And that's what the breedable parents are going to look like. So what you do is you get the Destiny Knot to one of these Pokemon, and then it picks 5 random stats. So how it could work is you could get 5 random ones from Mimikyu. You could get the first ones, you can get HP, but you get everything from Mimikyu minus the attack. Or you could get all of them from Ditto, but that's rare. So that's extremely rare just to get them from one parent. So what they normally do is it picks certain random stats you just don't ever know until you breed the Pokemon itself, and then you check out its IVs. You could get the HP from Ditto. You don't get attack from either of them because they pick out 5 of these stats at random, and then the final one, the 6th one, it's picked out automatically with a random chance from 0 to 31 for that final stat. So you can't have control over every stat. However, you can kind of judge how you can get the Mimikyu to look out. Now, there is a 50% chance for, let's say we know for a fact that special defense won't come out for the Ditto with the Destiny Knot. That means for attack, we know we won't have it perfect unless we won't have it perfect at all if this is going to be the random, the special defense. However, for each other one, HP, defense, special attack, and speed, there would be a 50% chance for you to have a perfect stat in the offspring. So for our first offspring, it's going to always be a Mimikyu, so we're just going to put Mimikyu, O for offspring, and then it's HP, attack, I'm going to just put defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. So for the HP, we could have the 8 from the Mimikyu. Like I said, this right here, this is a random one. Now, it's not always going to be special defense. It's going to be a random one from the 6. So this will be a question mark. We don't know what we get from it. Could be 0, could be 31. It's just a 1 out of 32 chance to have a certain number. But we can get the 8 from Mimikyu. We get 15 attack from the Ditto. We get 31 defense from the Ditto. We get 17 special attack. And then we get the 31 from the Ditto. So this right here came from the Mimikyu. This one came from the Ditto, Ditto, Mimikyu, and Ditto. So 3 from the Ditto, 2 from the Mimikyu. It normally works out something like that where it's 2 from one parent, 3 from the other, 4 from one parent, 1 from the other. It's normally never 5 from one parent, because if you did, it would be much more lucky if you got it from the Ditto side, but then you could be completely unlucky and get it from the Mimikyu side. So that's essentially how it works out. And now what you do with this, once you get a new Pokemon, now we have a Mimikyu with 8, 15, 31, 17, and then we randomly get 50. No, not 50. What? You can't do that. We'll get 29 for special defense. So since this Mimikyu now has more higher stats, it has more perfect stats, it has 1, 2 right here, we actually want to switch out this Mimikyu for that Mimikyu, so that way there's more of a chance. So we go bring it back up here. We have the Ditto from before, so Ditto, Mimikyu, HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And this was the only way I could figure out how to do a video like this, so we bring down the stats from the other one. So the Ditto had 31, 15, 31, 31, 7, and 31. And the Mimikyu from the breeding had 8, 15, 31, 17, 29, and 31. Now, this is going to this combination will produce a better Pokemon, because you get a 100%, if the defense stat or the speed stat is chosen and it's not the random one, you will have a 100% chance of having a Mimikyu with these stats right here, just because the fact that both parents have this and it's in the gene pool now. So if we breed it again, we could be missing out on attack. Attack isn't the attack is chosen by random this time, and like I said, it's a 1 out of 6 chance for which stat is going to be chosen by random. So our Mimikyu Offspring 2, MO2, yeah, is chemistry term, I guess. But we can have attack chosen by random, so we have HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And the HP that got randomly chosen, so we don't know what this is. This will be a question mark. We have HP chosen by the Ditto, so 31. The defense was chosen since it has a 50% chance of choosing either of the HP or from the HP, and it chose this one. We got lucky. But since defense is automatically going to be chosen, it's going to be a 100% chance for a 31 in that stat. And this could be from either the Mimikyu or the Ditto. We won't know anymore just because it's a 100% chance for it happening. But normally, like I said, it's usually a split. So this came from the Ditto. This could come from the Mimikyu. The special attack, it's 17 from the Mimikyu. Then the special defense is going to be 7 from the Ditto. But then it's going to be 31 in the speed from the Mimikyu. So now we have a better Pokemon, and you want to keep switching out because it keeps adding to the breeding process. So now we have a 1, 2, 3 IV Mimikyu, and you have an HP, defense, and speed. Now normally it doesn't take too much more from this. You want to get a, I believe it's a, once you get a 5 IV Mimikyu in any stat, then it's going to have a, it's always going to be guaranteed a certain amount of IVs. Because for this one, for this Mimikyu and Ditto combination, let's say we chose, it got the worst possible chance where it got rid of one of these, it got rid of the defense. Automatically, you know for sure that there's always going to be one IV maxed out just because of speed. But if speed was taken out, we know there's going to be one IV. So if you breed out 2 Pokemon, and they both have a certain amount of stats, the one with the lower amount is usually, and I don't mean usually, it's always going to be one less than what that Pokemon is what the max will be. So for example, this is a 2 IV Mimikyu. It will have at least 1 whenever it breeds, just in case this gets crossed out. It would have at least speed, and if speed got crossed out, then it would have defense. So if you had a 3 IV one, if you cross out 1, you're guaranteed at least 2 IVs. With a 4 IV, 3 maxed out IVs. With 5, 4, and then with 6, automatically 5. And then you can have a chance for 1 out of 32 for it to be a 6 IV whenever you breed 2 6 IV Pokemon. Now, what you want to do is, for example, if you have the Ditto, and let's say you have a Ditto, you want this Mimikyu to normally be HP, my pen could work, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. You just want to switch out for example, now we have, and let's say we have this one right here, this Ditto had special defense and attack missing, which we do need, but you have a Ditto that has special defense and attack, but it's missing out on the speed. Well, now that we have a Mimikyu with the speed already in it, you can switch out that Ditto that we have from before, and you put in the one that has the attack and special defense IVs, and then now you will have every single last combination available for this Pokemon. So let's go and pull off the paper. So our new Ditto we have out is going to be, it has we need attack and HP, so that's why you have to catch Dittos with every single last stat. And then this is our Mimikyu from what we just bred. So this is essentially how the process goes, in which you switch out for IVs and stuff, and why the Destiny Knot works the way it is. So HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. So our Mimikyu from the last one is 31. Question mark in attack, we can put it at 17. Then we have 31 defense. Then we have 17 special attack, 7 special defense, and 31 speed. And then our Ditto, it has 31 in attack, 31 in special defense, And now we have a combination available where we could potentially get a 5 IV1 if we get the 50% chance here, 50% chance here, 50% chance here. This one right here is random, 50% and 50%. So it's much smaller. That's why you want to try to get as maxed out as you can. So for example, our Ditto will have, let's say, we have a lot of 17, 18 HP. It will have 14 special attack. But now it has 31 in this stat, 31 in that stat, because the Dittos that we are catching have the 4 IVs in it. So this right here is a 3 IV Ditto, 4 IV Ditto versus a 3 IV Ditto. And my cat just decided to join me for no reason. I don't really like him. It's not even my cat. And he wants to bump into the camera. Stop it. Stop it. I apologize, guys. But, now that we have this, go away, cat. Stop bumping into the tripod. So now we have this right here. It's a 3 IV Mimikyu and a 4 IV Ditto. It's always going to have at least 2 IVs. I'm going to be right back, guys. Give me a second. Like I said, I'm sorry about that. The cat just kept getting everywhere. I don't really like cats. But now we have a 3 IV Mimikyu and a 4 IV Ditto. Now the chances for us getting that 5 IV'd one is much higher. So what you want to keep doing is you want to keep going on and on with this Ditto and Mimikyu combination until you get a 5 IV Mimikyu the way you do. And the thing is, you want to, if you get a 4 IV'd one after this, for example, if we get our next Mimikyu offspring, it's going to have 31 HP from the Mimikyu before, 31 from attack. It's all, we are missing out on special attack because it was random. We got 31 100% of the time due to both of the parents having 31. Special attack was random, so it became 27. But then we got a 7 special defense and then a 31 right here. So now we have HP, attack, defense. Special attack is okay, but special defense sucks, but you have a 31. You just switch these two Mimikyus out, and now you have a much higher chance, and all you have to do is just get special attack to be random, so it's a 1 out of 6. So you have a 1 out of 6, and then a 50% chance out of that. So 1 out of 12 chance of getting your 5 IV Mimikyu. And that's essentially how Destiny Knot works. So if you guys have any further questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. And that's about it for this video. If you guys found it helpful, please give it a like if you did find it helpful. And I will see you guys next time with more Pokemon content. So until then, YouTube, goodbye.